Engineer30 here, and welcome back to some more Hypixel. So, I recorded another episode previously with Bilbo, but I think I'm going to scrap most of that video, because it's just a lot of Warlord stuff, and I have other stuff that I want to say now, and I mean, it might be boring or whatever. So, first of all, you might see this weapon in my hotbar. I'm not going to show you it just yet, but one thing I am going to show you from the episode that I haven't released yet is me crafting my first epic. Because yes, Warlords crafting is now available, able to craft epics, legendaries, and rares, or rares, epics, and legendaries, in that order. So I will cut to that video. First epic that I'm crafting. My first epic, period. 3, 2, 1. Oh, confirm. Epic weapon with a skill for warrior berserker. I got the mighty nether steel katana of the berserker. So yes, as you can see here, the damage that this produced at the time of crafting was 85 to 116, and my weapon is something like 95 to 124. So it does give you good 10 extra damage for forging. Plus, I don't know if I got a good forge or something before, but there you have it. And that's about it. So I've got a bit more of this clip to show you, and then you will get back to my more recent video. 85 to 116 damage. Alright, hopefully you saw that video, and if you were wondering, don't look at that. This is, this was, rather, the crafted epic that I got, but I'm getting ahead of myself. First, I will show you the weaponsmith. I was going to say blacksmith. And there's too many people buy that one. Let's do that. Yes. Okay, so you now have this part unlocked. 1 second. I am going to, let's see here, I'm going to go to Warlords Lobby 39, just so that I can be at peace with, okay, good. There's not that many people. Okay, so you got weapon crafting and forging. Use the magic dust and void shards you gather to craft weapons for your currently selected class, specialization, or to upgrade your equipped weapon. So yeah, so whenever you, okay, so you can see magic dust right there, void shards right there. I will explain those in just a second. Well, I'll explain them now. So, maybe I should go back to here. So, salvaging weapons now will give you, actually, do I have any? I have 2 broken weapons. Okay, so I'm going to do that just to show you. So if I salvage this, I get 1 magic dust for that. Salvage this, got 2 magic dust for that. So I have 171 magic dust, and magic dust is what you can use to craft epics, craft rares and epics. Personally, I don't think rares are any worth it to craft. So that costs 25 magic dust, so it doesn't really cost much at all. However, it is a rare weapon. I mean, it is a not that uncommon weapon. You get it every once in a while, so I don't think it's worth it. Now, an epic weapon requires a level 25, whatever level you're at, whatever skill you've picked, you need to be at least level 25 to craft an epic. But an advantage to that is that with repairing weapons, if you got an epic or legendary, it would be random to what class you would get it for. So you might get an epic That's for the Cryomancer, for example, while I'm a Warrior Berserker. So I wouldn't be able to, it would not do me that much good, because it's not for my class. And if you didn't know, like, let me show you quickly. For example, increases the damage you deal with Ground Slam by 8%, and this stuff is, like, increases your amount of health you restore with Hammer of Light by 5%. So it does not give you that extra oomph, or whatever, towards your class. However, if you craft it, it'll guaranteed be for your class, which is nice. And also, you don't have to worry about clicking this, like, I accidentally clicked it. You have to click confirm. I can click deny, go back to the main menu. I like that. So you wouldn't accidentally click it. Another thing I think is cool is that you see how these have different pictures. Well, if I crafted this right now, I couldn't even do that right now because I don't have enough magic dust. But if I crafted that right now, I wouldn't know what the stats this had, but I would get this weapon, like whatever that weapon you see right there is. I would definitely get that weapon. Now, if it was worse or better than the weapons I already have, I have no idea. Same with Legendary and Epics. If I purchased that, I would get that weapon. And if I had purchased that, I would get that weapon. So, another thing they added is forging. With this is for Epic, this is for Legendary. Magic forging. You can, with magic dust of course, upgrade your epic weapon. Now what this does is, like before, you had a weapon stats reroll. What that would do is it would change your stats permanently, but it would be random on whether it was positive change or a negative change. So you could get a better weapon, you could get a worse weapon. However, with the magic forging, you are guaranteed to get better stats. However, it does cost almost the same to craft an epic weapon. I just love seeing, like, as you can see right, if you see under cost 250 magic dust, it'll show you, since I have F3 plus H on, it'll show you what item this was before the texture pack. So this is a fish, hilarious, and that's an apple. So, anyway, back to the magic forging. This will increase your stats, and that will do the same for legendaries. Now, with magic dust and void shards, if you don't already know what void shards are, those are just like magic dust bought for legendaries. If you're looking for legendaries, then magic dust is completely useless. You can only forge and craft legendaries with void shards. And how you get void shards you can either salvage network booster excited. You can either salvage epics or legendaries, or I'm gonna quickly /tip this guy just to get free coins. Before I had thought that this would actually take the coins out of your inventory to give him, but it actually doesn't. It gives the person coins. It doesn't take any coins away from you, plus it gives you coins as well. So you can either salvage legendaries or epics to get void shards, or there is a 5% chance with salvaging rares. For example, this like I only have 3 epics. Wait, do I have 4? Do I? Sorry, but it is extremely hard to tell the colors apart. Yeah, no. I don't think that's... Yeah, I think I still have only 3 epics. This one, I didn't even know I had gotten it. And these 2 are crafted. So, if you salvage any of these, you have a 5% chance of getting a void shard from that. Which is, I mean, it's crafting a legendary. One of the best weapons in the game. So it's not supposed to come easy. So yeah, that's what magic dust and that's what void shards are for. And I will show you now why well, first of all, this is what I have already magic forged, as you can see here. It says magic forged 1 of 2. One thing just so that I can see this stuff. So, if you see here, it says magic for, well, first of all, it says crafted, as opposed to randomly getting it from preparing weapons. And it says magic forged 1 of 2. So, you can magic forge uncrafted weapons, as in weapons you got from broken weapons, randomly got from broken weapons once. Well, I believe you can magic forge epics once. Wait, let me see. I want to see though. Like if I got this. Yeah, you can't. You cannot magic forge any. You can only magic forge epics and above. You cannot magic forge rares. You cannot magic forge commons. So this you'll see crafted and then magic forged 1 out of 2. So I already magic forged this once and got these stats. 1 second. Okay, so you'll get, so I magic forged this once to get 92 to 125, 17%, 70%. And then I thought, this will be my weapon forever. I already magic forged this once, so it can't possibly be any better than any other weapon I get, right? Right? Well, technically speaking, so far, yes. However, I believe it was last night that I just thought, I'll just craft another one. I'll just craft another epic and see what I get. And then this is the weapon that I got. I don't know about you, but it looks a whole lot cooler. And also, if you see here, this has, oh, come on. Gladiator, oh, I need to, come on, text, get out of the way. Gladiator's Nethersteel Katana of the Berserker. So this didn't say Gladiators before I forged it, but once I forged it, it put Gladiators. And now you see this. This says Gladiators Elven Greatsword of the Berserker. This still says Gladiators, and I, as you can see here, magic forged 0 out of 2. So I have not magic forged this once. And if you see here, the stats are 92 to 125, and these are 91 to 124. So that other weapon is technically better than this one by 1 damage point, which I personally don't think it's worth it to have. Well, I believe I would get much more. I'll actually try it once I get 200 magic dust, so that I could magic forge this once. But I believe that it would change my stats a lot more than just 1. Probably not a lot more, but more than 1 stat. Especially since that other one didn't say Gladiator before I forged it, and this does say Gladiators. So this is like a level 2 or something. I mean, I don't know how this works, but I have a feeling that the first word, as in gladiators, let me see, like, this is savage, 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 vicious, 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 deadly, deadly, mighty gladiators. So gladiator seems to be one of the better names. Like vicious, deadly, those are sort of like, and I don't know if I just discovered something extremely rare, extremely unknown about Warlords, like having the first words actually mean something, but It seems like it to me, because I got this from Gladiators, and it has better stats than one that I already Magic Forged once. So yeah, and that is why I am going to continue to, once I get Magic Dust, once I get more Magic Dust, of course, I'm going to continue to craft epics, just so that, I mean, I'm not going to go crazy with it or anything, but I want to see if I can get any epics that are better than this. If I craft maybe 2 more epics and neither of them are remotely close to being this OP as this sword that I have right here, I might stop. Yeah, I might, but this looks awesome, doesn't it? That looks absolutely awesome. Especially with, like, the sparkly stuff around there. But if it's better, then I'll know to just keep crafting epics, but after all, Magic Dust, that's what Magic Dust is for. You can only craft, even with crafted epics, you can only Magic Forge it, twice. Let me quickly see. When I did here. Yeah, Magic Forge 0 out of 1. So even if I wanted to, I could only Magic Forge this once, even though it's an epic. However, I randomly got this. I did not craft this. So yeah, that is, and also this, like, max energy is 4 less, and cooldown reduction is 2% less. However, oh, and also crit multiplier is 3% less. But everything else is better, pretty much. Like, what I'm saying is, I paid 200 Magic Dust for this to be better, and one that I haven't paid any Magic Dust for, except to craft it, of course. Not to improve it, has come better than it normally is. So, my lesson here, 1 second, please. Okay. Just a lesson for my viewers. First of all, don't Magic Forge your first crafted epic, because it might actually be like the least OP crafted epic ever made. And also, don't stop crafting epics, because you might get one that's a ton better. And like with Magic Forging, you can only do it twice, and I personally think it's a better deal to craft more epics than to Magic Forge them, because you can only Magic Forge them twice. And also, if you craft an epic, and then you can salvage that epic and get void shards for it. So, and then with void shards, you can eventually craft legendaries. Now, even if I had 100 void shards, I still couldn't craft any legendaries yet, because I'm only level 50. You need to be a level 60 of your class in order to craft a legendary But I oh wow, that's the icon. That's the icon itself. And also, like, let me see, I want to reload the stats. Like here. 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. And as you can see here, like, this doesn't look too exciting. This doesn't look too exciting, and even this doesn't look too exciting. I mean, I don't know if that has to do with how good the weapon stat's gonna be, but personally, I think it would degrade the stats. Not just by looking cooler, but still, I don't know. But all I'm saying is that I probably would avoid crafting an epic or legendary when those kinds of pictures are on there, because I already told you, I think there's a good chance that it might give you worse stats. However, if it had, like, this is not too bad, but I would let's re-roll the stats again. I want to re-roll like these. Doesn't that look awesome? So that's something that I might actually take up, because it looks awesome. That looks awesome as well. And I believe I've already seen this legendary weapon somewhere, like in the lobby. Yeah, well, that's not it. But anyway, I wanted to show you that just to explain to you the stuff and everything. And also, there is a new quest to help you get more void shards, because if you're just getting it from randomly salvaging rares, you're not gonna get to the desired amount of 100 very soon. So that might take a while. Plus wait a second. That is weird. I gotta look back in my footage, because I thought I just saw that legend crafting it was 100 and void forging was 150, but I don't know. It's better because void forging is less now, apparently. I don't know. Maybe it glitched on me, maybe it didn't. I'm not sure. Anyway, so to get void shards a little bit more quickly, the Hypixel team has added another quest. But this time it's a weekly quest. It's called Dedication. And true to its name, you need to complete 30 matches with at least 10 kills or assists in a game mode. 30 matches. That's a pretty large amount of matches. And if it was daily, oh my gosh. I definitely would not be able to complete it. I doubt many people would be able to complete it if it was daily. However, it is weekly, so doing some quick division, you need a little bit over 4 matches per day in order to 4 matches with 10 kills, with at least 10 kills or assists, of course, in order to fulfill those requirements. I'd personally say 5 matches a day, but I mean, like, of course you're going to be able to play, well, not of course, but I'll say you might be able to play more than that on the weekends, for example. And you might not be able to play as many on the weekdays, for example. So that's still a very difficult challenge to beat, and I was afraid that I wasn't going to beat it, but thankfully I did. And I screenshotted it too. I'll tweet that screenshot eventually, if I remember to. And also, it gives you 15 void shards. Oh yeah, 15 broken weapons, which is awesome compared to the daily quest of 3 broken weapons. So that gives you 15 broken weapons and 200 magic dust, which is also that 200 magic dust is it's 1 magic forging. And it's also 20/25. Let me try and simplify that even more. 4/5. 80%. That is 80% of a epic crafting. So that's a ton of magic dust. It's still a hard quest to fulfill, but its rewards I'm not gonna say they're worth it, because, well, for some of you it might be, for some of you it might not be. But I'll personally say that it's definitely not worth it. Like, you don't say, why did they have to do that? That is so not worth it. I'm not going to say that. But I'm also not going to say that it's totally worth it either. I don't know. Maybe I'm going too hard on them. That might be an amazing amount for 30 matches. But still, it's 30 matches. For me, I was very tense over that week so that I could get that, because of course if you fail it, if you're like at 28 and you fail it, you're like, I played so much Warlords on this day so I could complete that quest, and then I wasn't able to. So I was very pressed to do that. Very pressed to get that quest done. So that is about it. Let me quickly see if there's any other skills that I want to upgrade. I've got 10,000 coins, which by now, that's not actually that much. I just increased my base health base health recently. So yeah, doesn't look like there's much. 6,400 ground slam. 11,500. Might just wait for that. But I still do need to, like, if you're thinking, nah, I'm not going to upgrade, for example, ground slam. I rarely ever do ground slam, and it's not very effective in my opinion. But if I said, I'm never going to upgrade this skill, that actually would not be beneficial, because as you might know, upgrading a skill, any of these upgrades will get you one level higher. Like, as you see, I'm level 50, so I've upgraded 49 times. Just to clarify, you can upgrade anything in here. You can go into the warrior combat upgrades, you can upgrade any of these. And you can also go to the warrior skill upgrades. And as you can, well, skill upgrades. And as you can see here, it says for every, click here to upgrade to your warrior skills. For every upgrade you unlock, you gain 1 class level. And the same for here. Click here to upgrade your warrior combat stats. For every upgrade you unlock, you gain 1 class level. So, that's how you level up. And by now it's extremely hard to get new stuff. However, you might see that I'm actually a level 4 mage. I actually tried out Cryomancer for a bit, but as you can see, I'm a level 50 warrior. So I think I'm gonna stick with warrior because I've spent a ton of coins on warrior. And also defender I'm not crazy about because it's big attack is actually I can't talk today, sorry. It actually takes damage from, like, for example, in Capture the Flag, you want to, if there's someone that has the flag, and someone trying to attack the person that has the flag, you might want to direct that damage to you instead of the flag person, so that the flag person will survive longer. So there is one spell or whatever that will divert the damage from the flag bearer to you. So that's GG. Let's see, 86 to 117. That actually isn't. That's not big compared to a lot of the other God luckies. And by blank, I mean like insert name here. I really love this weapon. Common weapons. Rare weapons. Helmets and armor. Epic weapons. Okay. Magma sword. Demon eye. Diamond spark. I don't even know how to. Runic blade. Elven. Oh, that's what I got. The Elven Great Sword right there. Then there's still Katana. That's the one I had before. That wasn't very good. Qatar. That's a country. Not the right spelling, but it's a country. That's a extremely tiny weapon for an epic. Oh, and that's Tooth Crusher. I don't think that's the exact same. Let me see. I got a Tenderizer. Probably different. Home Gusta and Gem Crusher. 1 second. Alright, I'm back. And just wanted to look. Oh, wrong way. Wanted to look at if I can reach Hammer of Light. And then just that. Then Lunar Relic. And then the Legendaries are here. These are awesome. But anyway, I believe this episode has gone on long enough for what I wanted to show in this episode. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.